Today is July 17th. We're at the legislative buildings in Victoria, British Columbia. Public education is under attack in BC. The corporate media calls it a teacher strike. We call it a corporate attack on public education being carried out by a corrupt and undemocratic government. We tried to arrange an interview with Education Minister Peter Fassbender, but his office said he wasn't available. But even though Mr. Fassbender won't answer the questions, we still think they're important to ask. Mr. Fassbender, BC Supreme Court Justice Susan Griffin recently accused your government of having tried to provoke a teacher strike in 2011 in order to turn public opinion against the teachers. It's now 2014 and the teachers are on strike. Did you provoke this strike? And if so, will you resign? Mr. Fassbender, you're quoted as saying, "Our government has a fundamental commitment to balance the budget." You suggest that this is why there's no more money for public education, but your government has, since 2001, put in place tax cuts that are now costing the province about $7 billion a year. And of that $7 billion a year, you are giving the biggest cuts to the richest people and the biggest corporations in the province. Mr. Fassbender, is your government starving our schools to give tax cuts to the banks and the oil companies? One last question, Mr. Fassbender. The corporate media always calls this a teacher strike, as if the teachers were to blame, but you and Christy Clark are not to blame. Mr. Fassbender, is this a teacher strike, or is this an attack on public education being carried out by your government? Well, we don't have any answers, but these are important questions. Number one, why did the government try to provoke a teacher strike in 2011? Number two, why is Christy Clark cutting public education to pay for tax cuts to BC's richest people and biggest businesses? And number three, why won't BC's corporate-owned media ask these questions? I'm Jack Etkin for ICTV.